I am so depressed. Like many of you, I've been looking for another option. Somebody else, anybody else, other than these two. And I know that many of you want somebody else too, because a recent poll showed that 47% of Americans don't particularly like Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton. They're just voting for one of them because they don't like the other. It's hold your nose and vote for the one you dislike least. That's not the way it's supposed to work. We're supposed to be inspired by one of the candidates, not revolted by one so much we vote for the other one. But that's where we're at. Which led me and a lot of you to look for a door number 3, an alternative, a third option. And Libertarian candidate Gary Johnson seemed to be the guy. Okay, he's a little goofy. All right, a lot goofy. But I'll take goofy over potentially criminal or potentially crazy. Gary Johnson has real credentials. He's a 2-term governor of New Mexico who balanced the budget and left the state with a surplus. He's fiscally conservative and socially I don't give a darn. He seems perfect. So even when he didn't know the city that's the center of the Syrian civil war and the Syrian refugee crisis, I forgave him.
What would you do if you were elected about Aleppo?
About?
Aleppo.
And what is Aleppo?
It was a gotcha question, I said, in a commentary. A lot of people didn't know what Aleppo was, I said. And then this happened.
Who's your favorite foreign leader?
Who's my favorite?
Just name anywhere in the country.
I can't bear to watch. This just keeps going and going and going.
Anybody.
And there sits his vice presidential running mate, William Weld. You can't throw him a lifeline, Willie?
I guess I'm having an Aleppo moment in
You don't get another Aleppo moment.
I know.
You only get one. Gary Johnson eats a lot of edible marijuana, can you tell?
Merkel?
Oh, there's Willie. You couldn't have said that earlier? You couldn't have saved the guy you've been campaigning with? It was bad. And it only got worse. When Gary Johnson was asked by a reporter if he could pull even with Trump and Clinton if he had been allowed on the debate stage, he said, yes, it wouldn't even matter how I performed. I could be tongue-tied and I'd still pull even. And then he demonstrated.
I think I could stand up there for the whole debate and not say anything and emerge as a leader.
Seriously? There are over 300 million people in this country, and we have these 3 as nominees for president? We can't do any better? Now, it should be pointed out that all 3 of the Gary gaffes happened on the left-leaning MSNBC, who have been going after him ever since it was discovered that he was taking more votes away from Clinton than Trump. But still, if they ruined him, he let them. But the truth of the matter is Gary Johnson would have had to run a perfect campaign even to be considered, and so far it's been nothing but a car wreck, a clown car wreck. It's depressing, and we have to face facts. One of these 2 will be our next president. Pick your poison. There is no known antidote anymore. I'm Larry Menti. See you again next week.
Growing up, I was among the 1 in 5 American kids who struggle with hunger. And hungry mornings make tired days. But with the power of breakfast, the kids in your neighborhood can think big and be more.
When we're not hungry for breakfast, we're hungry for more. More ideas. More dreams. More fun.
When kids aren't hungry for breakfast, they can be hungry for more. Go to hungeris.org and lend your time or your voice to make breakfast happen for kids in your neighborhood.